You become what you think. The secret to transforming your life reveals a profound and powerful truth that can change everything about the way you live. What if the key to transforming your life lies not in external circumstances, but in the very thoughts you entertain every single day? Imagine a reality where your dreams are not just distant wishes, but concrete achievements crafted and brought to life by the incredible power of your mind. As the saying goes, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. In this book, we'll take a deep dive into how your thoughts shape your reality, influencing everything from your mood and actions to the opportunities that come your way. Have you ever noticed how a single positive thought can uplift your spirits, giving you the energy to tackle anything, while one negative thought can drag you down, sapping your motivation and focus? This book is here to show you how to master your mind, overcome limiting beliefs, and use the power of your thoughts to build the life you truly desire. Whether you're looking to attract success, improve your relationships, or find inner peace, the tools you need are already within you. It's time to unlock them. Chapter 1. Unlock the power of your thoughts. Everything in your life begins with a thought. Every action you take, every word you speak, and every decision you make starts as an idea in your mind. Your thoughts are the invisible force that shapes your reality, acting as the foundation upon which your entire life is built. Think of your mind as a garden and your thoughts as the seeds you plant. Just as the type of seeds you sow determines the kind of plants that will grow, the quality of your thoughts determines the quality of your life experiences. This is why it is crucial to understand the immense power that your thoughts hold. The way you think influences how you perceive the world around you. Two people can go through the exact same experience and have completely different reactions, depending on their mindset. One person might see a challenge as an insurmountable obstacle, while another sees it as an exciting opportunity to grow and learn. This difference in perception boils down to their thoughts. When you fill your mind with positive, empowering thoughts, you begin to see possibilities and solutions where others see only problems. You start to approach life with curiosity and optimism, rather than fear and doubt. Conversely, if your mind is clouded with negativity, self-doubt, or fear, it will affect how you interpret situations, often leading to a sense of helplessness, frustration, or even failure. Thoughts are not just fleeting mental activities, they carry energy. This energy can attract similar energies from the world around you, creating a feedback loop. If you constantly think negatively, you'll attract situations, people, and experiences that reinforce that negativity. It's a cycle that can be hard to break unless you become aware of it and make a conscious effort to change. On the other hand, a positive, optimistic mindset can set off a chain reaction that brings more positivity into your life. This is often referred to as the law of attraction. The idea that like attracts like. By thinking positive thoughts, you create an environment within yourself that attracts positive outcomes, supportive people, and new opportunities. Recognizing the power of your thoughts is the first step towards taking control of your life. When you realize that you have the ability to direct your thoughts, you understand that you are not merely a passive observer in your own story. You are the author, the creator. This understanding empowers you to break free from limiting beliefs and patterns that may have been holding you back for years. It allows you to replace self-doubt with confidence, fear with courage, and confusion with clarity. When you harness the power of your thoughts, you can turn your dreams into reality, because your thoughts will naturally guide your actions, decisions, and behaviors in alignment with your goals. The connection between thoughts and emotions plays a significant role in shaping your life. Your thoughts generate feelings, and these feelings can either lift you up or bring you down. Positive thoughts lead to feelings of joy, motivation, and peace, while negative thoughts can cause anxiety, stress, and despair. Therefore, by choosing to cultivate positive thoughts, you are not just changing the way you think. You are also influencing how you feel on a day-to-day basis. This shift in emotional state can have profound effects on your overall well-being, from improving your physical health to enhancing your relationships with others. But changing the way you think is not always easy. Our minds are programmed by years of conditioning from our environment, upbringing, and past experiences. For many people, negative thinking has become a habit, an automatic response to life's challenges. However, just like any habit, negative thinking can be changed through consistent practice and effort. Start by becoming more mindful of your thoughts. Pay attention to the inner dialogue that runs through your mind throughout the day. Whenever you catch yourself thinking something negative or self-defeating, pause and question it. Ask yourself whether this thought is truly reflective of reality, or if it is a distortion created by your fears and insecurities. Gradually, as you replace these negative thoughts with more positive, constructive ones, you will begin to notice a shift in your perspective, and subsequently, in your life. Your thoughts are the architects of your reality. They build the world you live in, brick by brick, moment by moment. By taking control of your thoughts, you take control of your life. This doesn't mean that life will always be smooth and easy, but it does mean that you will be better equipped to handle whatever comes your way. You will have the resilience to overcome obstacles, the clarity to make good decisions, and the inner peace to enjoy each day, regardless of external circumstances. So start today by acknowledging the power of your thoughts. Plant seeds of positivity, hope, and confidence, and watch as they grow into a life filled with purpose, positivity, and prosperity. Chapter 2. Identifying Negative Thought Patterns. The journey to transforming your life begins with self-awareness, and one of the most crucial aspects of this is identifying the negative thought patterns that may be holding you back. These patterns are like invisible chains that limit your potential, affecting how you see yourself, how you interact with others, and how you respond to challenges. They often operate in the background, influencing your decisions and actions without you even realizing it. By bringing these thoughts to the surface, you can start to break free from their grip and make room for a more positive, empowering mindset. Negative thought patterns can manifest in many forms. They might appear as self-doubt, where you constantly question your abilities and worth. You might find yourself thinking, "I'm not good enough, I can't do this," or "I always fail." These thoughts can become a self-fulfilling prophecy because when you believe you are destined to fail, you act in ways that make failure more likely. For example, you may avoid taking risks, procrastinate on important tasks, or give up too easily when faced with obstacles. It's important to recognize that these are not objective truths, but mental habits that you have developed over time. Another common negative pattern is catastrophizing, where you expect the worst-case scenario to happen in every situation. For instance, if you make a small mistake at work, your mind might jump to the conclusion that you'll be fired or that your career is ruined. This kind of thinking not only increases anxiety and stress, but also prevents you from seeing the situation for what it truly is, a minor, fixable issue. When you catastrophize, you are training your brain to see the world through a lens of fear and hopelessness, which makes it hard to take positive action. Then there's the pattern of perfectionism, where you set impossibly high standards for yourself and others. While striving for excellence is admirable, perfectionism can be paralyzing. It often leads to procrastination because you're so afraid of making a mistake that you avoid starting tasks altogether. And when you do take action, You might spend an excessive amount of time on small details, preventing you from seeing the bigger picture. Perfectionism can also damage your relationships, as you may have unrealistic expectations of others, leading to disappointment and frustration when they inevitably fall short. Negative thought patterns can also appear as overgeneralization. This is when you take a single event and use it to make broad, sweeping judgments about yourself or your life. For example, if you fail at one task, you might tell yourself, "I'm a failure," or "nothing ever works out for me." This kind of thinking ignores the fact that life is full of ups and downs, and that one failure does not define your entire existence. Overgeneralizing can trap you in a cycle of self-blame and hopelessness, making it hard to move forward after setbacks. The good news is that once you start to identify these patterns, you can begin to challenge and change them. The first step is to become more aware of your thoughts. Pay attention to your inner dialogue and notice when a negative thought arises. Don't try to push it away or suppress it. Instead, acknowledge it. Ask yourself, is this thought true? Is there evidence to support it, or am I jumping to conclusions? Often you'll find that these thoughts are based on assumptions, fears, or past experiences rather than facts. Once you've identified a negative thought, try to reframe it into something more positive and realistic. For example, if you find yourself thinking, "I'll never be able to do this," change it to, "This is challenging, but I can take it one step at a time and learn as I go." Reframing doesn't mean ignoring reality or pretending everything is perfect. It means choosing to focus on what you can control and how you can grow, rather than getting stuck in a loop of self-defeat. Another effective technique is to question the underlying beliefs that fuel your negative thought patterns. Sometimes, these beliefs have been with you for so long that you don't even realize they're there. For instance, you might have grown up believing that you need to be perfect to be loved, or that failure is something to be ashamed of. These beliefs are not only untrue but also harmful because they set you up for a lifetime of disappointment and stress. By questioning these beliefs, you can begin to replace them with healthier, more empowering ones. It's also helpful to develop a practice of gratitude. Negative thoughts often stem from a focus on what's lacking, what's wrong, or what could go wrong. Gratitude shifts your focus to what's going right, what you have, and what you've accomplished. Each day, take a moment to reflect on a few things you're grateful for. It could be as simple as a warm cup of coffee in the morning or a kind word from a friend. Over time, this habit can help rewire your brain to notice the positives more easily, making it harder for negative thought patterns to take hold. Identifying and challenging negative thought patterns is not a one-time task. It's an ongoing process. You might find that certain thoughts keep coming back, especially when you're under stress. Be patient with yourself. Changing the way you think takes time, but every effort you make brings you closer to a healthier, more positive mindset. Remember, the goal is not to eliminate all negative thoughts, because they are a natural part of being human, but to learn how to manage them so they don't control your life. By becoming aware of your negative thought patterns, you take the first step toward freeing yourself from their grip. You start to see how your mind has been shaping your reality, and you realize that you have the power to change it. This awareness allows you to choose different, more empowering thoughts, leading to a more fulfilling and purposeful life. Once you master this skill, you'll be better equipped to face life's challenges with resilience, confidence, and clarity. Chapter 3. Cultivating Positive Mental Habits. Developing a positive mindset doesn't happen overnight. It requires conscious effort, patience, and consistency. The good news is that, just like any other habit, positive thinking can be cultivated through regular practice. When you commit to building positive mental habits, you are essentially training your brain to focus on the good, to see opportunities instead of obstacles, and to find solutions rather than dwell on problems. Cultivating these habits will gradually transform the way you experience life, leading to more happiness, success, and peace of mind. The first step to cultivating positive mental habits is to be intentional about your thoughts. Often, our minds operate on autopilot, replaying the same worries, doubts, and fears over and over again. These thoughts might have been programmed by past experiences, but they don't have to control your present or future. Start by setting a daily intention to focus on positivity. This could be as simple as telling yourself, "Today, I will look for the good in every situation," or "I will be kind to myself and others." These intentions help direct your thoughts throughout the day, giving your mind a clear goal to focus on. Another key habit to develop is practicing gratitude. Gratitude is the practice of focusing on the things you appreciate in your life, no matter how small they may seem. It's easy to get caught up in what's missing, what's going wrong, or what could be better. But gratitude shifts your attention to what's already good. Research shows that regularly practicing gratitude can improve your mental health, increase your resilience, and even enhance your physical well-being. Each morning or evening, take a few minutes to write down 3 things you are grateful for. It could be a supportive friend, a beautiful sunset, or even the fact that you have a roof over your head. This simple practice can make a big difference in how you perceive your day-to-day life. Affirmations are another powerful tool for cultivating positive mental habits. Affirmations are positive statements that you repeat to yourself, reinforcing the beliefs you want to adopt. They help replace self-doubt with self-confidence and shift your focus from limitations to possibilities. For example, if you often struggle with feelings of inadequacy, you can use affirmations like, "I am capable," "I have the strength to overcome challenges," or "I am worthy of success and happiness." By consistently repeating these affirmations, you begin to internalize them, and over time, they become part of your self-belief system. This is not about pretending everything is perfect, but about choosing to see yourself and your potential in a more positive light. Mindfulness is another essential practice for building positive mental habits. Mindfulness is the art of being present and fully engaged in the moment without judgment. It teaches you to observe your thoughts and feelings without getting overwhelmed by them. When you practice mindfulness, you become more aware of your mental patterns, which allows you to identify and interrupt negative thoughts before they spiral out of control. Start with simple breathing exercises or meditation for just 5 to 10 minutes a day. Focus on your breath and gently bring your attention back whenever your mind starts to wander. This practice not only helps reduce stress, but also trains your mind to stay focused and calm, even in challenging situations. Surrounding yourself with positivity is also crucial for cultivating positive mental habits. The people you spend time with, the content you consume, and the environment you choose to be in all have a profound impact on your mindset. If you are constantly surrounded by negativity, be it through toxic relationships, negative news, or pessimistic social media content, it becomes much harder to maintain a positive outlook. Instead, seek out people who uplift and inspire you. Engage with books, podcasts, and videos that motivate you and expand your mind. Create a space around you that feels calm, organized, and inviting. By consciously choosing your influences, you set yourself up for success in building a positive mindset. Learning to reframe challenges is another important habit to develop. Life is full of ups and downs, and it's unrealistic to expect that everything will always go smoothly. However, what makes the difference is how you react to these challenges. Instead of seeing obstacles as threats, Try to view them as opportunities for growth. For instance, if you face a difficult situation at work, rather than thinking, "I'm going to fail," reframe it to, "This is a chance for me to learn and improve my skills." This shift in perspective can help reduce stress and anxiety, allowing you to approach problems with a clearer, more solution-oriented mindset. Over time, you'll find that challenges no longer intimidate you as much because you've trained your mind to see the potential benefits in difficult situations. Self-compassion is another habit that many people overlook, but is essential for maintaining a positive mindset. Being kind to yourself means accepting that you are not perfect, that you will make mistakes, and that it's okay to have bad days. Too often, people are their own harshest critics, holding themselves to impossible standards and punishing themselves when they fall short. This kind of thinking only leads to more stress, anxiety, and a cycle of negativity. Instead, practice speaking to yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer to a friend. When you make a mistake, rather than berating yourself, acknowledge it, learn from it, and move on. Self-compassion creates a safe internal environment where you can grow, experiment, and improve without fear of judgment. Cultivating positive mental habits is an ongoing process, not a one-time fix. There will be days when it feels easy, and others when it feels like an uphill battle. The key is consistency and patience. The more you practice, the more these habits will become second nature, and the easier it will be to maintain a positive outlook, even when things aren't going your way. Over time, you'll start to notice subtle changes. Maybe you're less reactive to stress, or you find it easier to see the good in difficult situations. These changes are signs that your efforts are paying off and that your mind is gradually shifting towards a more positive, empowered state. Cultivating positive mental habits requires deliberate effort and consistency. By setting daily intentions, practicing gratitude, using affirmations, embracing mindfulness, choosing positive influences, learning to reframe challenges, and showing self-compassion, you can build a mindset that supports your happiness, success, and peace of mind. These habits will serve as a strong foundation for everything else you wish to achieve, helping you navigate life with confidence and resilience. The journey may not always be easy, but it is undoubtedly worth it. When you change your thoughts, you change your world. Chapter 4. Tapping into the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is one of the most powerful aspects of who we are, yet it often operates in the background, influencing our thoughts, behaviors, and actions without us even realizing it. Understanding and tapping into the power of your subconscious mind can be a game changer in transforming your life. It's where your beliefs, habits, and deeply held perceptions reside. Unlike the conscious mind, which is logical and analytical, the subconscious is emotional and automatic, meaning it accepts and acts upon whatever is repeatedly fed to it. By learning to communicate with your subconscious mind, you can reprogram it to support your goals, aspirations, and desires. The first thing to understand is that your subconscious mind doesn't differentiate between reality and imagination. This is why, when you visualize a goal vividly and consistently, your subconscious begins to accept it as truth and works to make it a reality. Think of the subconscious as a fertile garden bed. Whatever you plant there, whether it's seeds of success, happiness, fear, or doubt, will grow. This is why it's so crucial to be mindful of what you allow to take root in your subconscious. If you constantly expose yourself to negative thoughts, self-doubt, and limiting beliefs, your subconscious will reinforce those patterns. But if you deliberately feed it positive affirmations, powerful visualizations, and uplifting ideas, It will start to shape your reality accordingly. One effective way to tap into the power of the subconscious is through affirmations. Affirmations are positive, present tense statements that you repeat to yourself regularly, such as, I am confident, I attract abundance, or I am deserving of love and success. When you repeat these affirmations consistently, especially with emotion and conviction, they begin to override the negative beliefs stored in your subconscious. Over time, your subconscious mind starts to accept these new beliefs as reality, which alters your thoughts, actions, and ultimately, your life experiences. The key to effective affirmations is consistency and emotion. It's not enough to say them once in a while. You need to integrate them into your daily routine and believe in them wholeheartedly. Another powerful method is visualization. Visualization involves creating a mental picture of your desired outcome and immersing yourself in the experience as if it's already happening. When you visualize your goals with vivid details, seeing, hearing, and feeling everything as if it's real, you activate the subconscious mind. Athletes, musicians, and successful entrepreneurs often use visualization to prepare for success. For example, before a race, a runner might close their eyes and picture themselves crossing the finish line first, feeling the rush of victory, and hearing the cheers of the crowd. This mental rehearsal primes the subconscious, helping the person perform better because their mind already believes it's possible. The more detailed and vivid your visualizations, the more effective they will be in shaping your subconscious mind to support your goals. Meditation is another effective practice for accessing the subconscious mind. Meditation helps quiet the conscious mind, reducing the constant chatter that can often drown out your inner desires. When your mind is calm, your subconscious is more receptive, making it easier to introduce new positive ideas. During meditation, you can focus on your affirmations or visualizations, allowing them to sink deeper into your subconscious. Regular meditation practice can also help you become more aware of the thoughts and beliefs that have been operating on autopilot. Once you're aware of these patterns, you can begin to change them. One of the lesser-known ways to tap into the subconscious is by paying attention to your self-talk. We all have an inner dialogue that runs throughout the day, and much of it is automatic. If this self-talk is primarily negative, it reinforces negative beliefs in your subconscious. For instance, if you often catch yourself thinking, I'm not smart enough, or I always mess things up, your subconscious will accept these statements as facts and create situations that prove them to be true. To change this, start by becoming more aware of your self-talk. When you notice negative or limiting thoughts, consciously replace them with positive ones. Over time, this will help reprogram your subconscious to support a more confident and optimistic outlook. Hypnosis is another technique that some people use to access and influence the subconscious mind. During hypnosis, the conscious mind is relaxed, which makes the subconscious more open to suggestion. While many people think of hypnosis as something mysterious or theatrical, it is actually a natural state of focused attention that we all experience from time to time. For example, have you ever been so engrossed in a book or movie that you lost track of time? That's a form of hypnosis. In a controlled setting, hypnosis can be used to introduce new, positive suggestions into the subconscious, helping to break free from habits and beliefs that no longer serve you. To effectively tap into your subconscious mind, it's essential to understand how habits are formed. The subconscious mind loves routine and repetition. This is why habits, once formed, can be so hard to break. They've become ingrained in your subconscious. If you want to change a habit, you need to replace it with a new one. For example, If you want to develop a habit of waking up early, you might start by setting a specific time each day to get up and repeating this behavior consistently. Over time, your subconscious will accept this as the new routine, making it easier to maintain. Understanding how habits work allows you to consciously create routines that align with your goals. It's also important to note that your emotions play a crucial role in how the subconscious mind processes information. The more emotional energy you put into a thought or idea, the more likely it is to stick in your subconscious. This is why experiences that trigger strong emotions, whether positive or negative, tend to have a lasting impact. If you want to reprogram your subconscious, it's not enough to simply repeat words or images. You need to feel them deeply. When you're visualizing success, don't just see it. Feel the excitement, pride, and joy that comes with achieving your goals. The stronger the emotion, the more powerful the effect on your subconscious. Tapping into the power of your subconscious mind is like learning to communicate with a deeper, wiser part of yourself. It requires patience, consistency, and a willingness to explore the thoughts, beliefs, and emotions that lie beneath the surface. But once you learn to harness this power, the possibilities are limitless. Your subconscious can guide you toward solutions, ideas, and opportunities that you might have never consciously considered. It can help you break free from old patterns, heal from past wounds, and create a future that aligns with your true desires. The subconscious mind is a vast reservoir of untapped potential. By using techniques like affirmations, visualization, meditation, and positive self-talk, you can begin to reprogram your subconscious to support the life you want to create. Remember, your subconscious doesn't judge or question. It simply acts on the information it's given. So feed it thoughts of success, confidence, and abundance, and watch as your external reality starts to reflect these internal changes. The journey to mastering your subconscious mind may take time, but the rewards are immense. When your subconscious is aligned with your conscious desires, you become a powerful force, capable of manifesting anything you set your mind to. Chapter 5. Visualizing your desired outcomes. Visualization is one of the most powerful tools you can use to manifest your goals and dreams. It's a practice that involves creating vivid, detailed mental images of what you want to achieve, as if it's already happening. When you visualize, you are not just imagining your future. You are actively shaping it. Your mind cannot distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real one, which means that the act of visualization can stimulate the same neural pathways as the actual event. This is why visualization is used by successful athletes, business leaders, and performers worldwide. It primes their minds for success and enhances their performance. The concept of visualization is simple, but its impact is profound. When you regularly picture yourself achieving your goals, you begin to create a mental blueprint of success. Your subconscious mind picks up on these images and starts to align your actions, behaviors, and even your emotional state to match that vision. For example, if you constantly visualize yourself delivering a successful presentation, your mind begins to focus on confidence, clarity, and poise, which helps you perform better when the actual moment arrives. Visualization can be thought of as a form of mental rehearsal that prepares you to succeed. To effectively use visualization, you need to make the images in your mind as clear and detailed as possible. Think of it as creating a movie in your head where you are the star. Imagine not only what you see, but also what you hear, feel, and even smell. For example, if your goal is to run a marathon, don't just picture yourself crossing the finish line. Visualize the sound of your footsteps hitting the pavement, the rhythm of your breathing, the cheers of the crowd, the feel of the cool breeze on your skin, and the overwhelming sense of pride and accomplishment as you cross the finish line. The more senses you engage, the more real the experience becomes to your brain, and the more effective your visualization will be. It's also important to include emotions in your visualizations. Simply imagining the scenario isn't enough. You need to feel it. Emotions are what give your visualizations power because they help create a stronger connection to your subconscious mind. If you're visualizing a promotion at work, don't just see yourself in your new office. Feel the excitement, the confidence, and the sense of achievement that comes with it. Your emotions act as a signal to your brain, telling it that this is something important and worth striving for. The stronger the emotions you attach to your visualization, the more your mind will work to make that vision a reality. One effective technique for visualization is to create a vision board. A vision board is a collection of images, quotes, and words that represent what you want to achieve. It's a physical or digital tool that helps keep your goals at the forefront of your mind. Whenever you look at your vision board, it serves as a reminder of your dreams and helps you stay focused on your desired outcomes. For example, if your goal is to travel to different countries, you can add pictures of the destinations you want to visit, along with phrases like "adventure awaits" or "explore the world." Seeing these images regularly can reinforce your commitment to your goals and keep you motivated to take action. Another technique is to practice mental rehearsals. Athletes often use this method to improve their performance. Before a big game or event, they mentally go through every step of their performance, visualizing each move with precision and detail. This technique can be applied to any goal, whether it's preparing for a job interview, a public speech, or a difficult conversation. By mentally rehearsing the situation, you become more comfortable and confident, reducing anxiety and increasing your chances of success. When the actual event happens, it will feel familiar, as if you've already done it before. Visualization can also be integrated into your daily meditation practice. Start your meditation by calming your mind and focusing on your breath. Once you feel relaxed and centered, begin to visualize your desired outcome. Imagine it as clearly and vividly as possible, engaging all your senses. Allow yourself to fully experience the emotions associated with achieving your goal. Spend a few minutes each day immersed in this vision. Over time, this practice will help reprogram your subconscious mind to align with your goals, making them feel more attainable. It's essential to be consistent with your visualization practice. Like any skill, the more you practice, the better you become. Set aside a few minutes each day to focus on your goals and visualize your success. Consistency reinforces the images and emotions in your mind, making them stronger and more likely to influence your behavior. If you skip days or only visualize sporadically, it will be harder for your mind to build that strong mental connection. Treat visualization as a non-negotiable part of your daily routine, just like brushing your teeth or eating breakfast. You should also be specific about what you want to achieve when you visualize. The more specific your vision, the clearer the roadmap becomes for your mind. Instead of vaguely imagining success, define what success looks like to you. If you want to start your own business, think about the type of business, the clients you'll attract, the location, and even the name of your company. The clearer and more detailed your vision, the easier it is for your subconscious to work towards making it happen. Vagueness can lead to confusion, but clarity creates focus and direction. A common misconception about visualization is that it's a form of wishful thinking or daydreaming. However, effective visualization is about preparation and action. It's not enough to simply picture your success. You need to back it up with concrete actions. Visualization helps to set the stage, but you still need to take the steps necessary to turn your vision into reality. For example, if you're visualizing a healthier lifestyle, you also need to adopt habits that support that vision, such as eating nutritious foods, exercising regularly, and getting enough sleep. Visualization creates the belief and the confidence, but action turns it into reality. Visualization also helps you build resilience because it allows you to mentally prepare for challenges and setbacks. By visualizing not just the success, but also the obstacles you might face, you can plan how to overcome them. Imagine how you would handle criticism, failure, or delays in your journey. See yourself staying calm, focused, and determined despite the difficulties. This mental preparation makes it easier to face real-world challenges because you've already rehearsed how to deal with them. You'll be less likely to get discouraged or give up because your mind is prepared to find solutions and keep moving forward. Visualization is a powerful tool that helps you create a clear mental picture of your goals and dreams, making them feel more attainable and real. By engaging your senses, incorporating strong emotions, and practicing regularly, you can reprogram your subconscious mind to support your desired outcomes. Visualization alone isn't a magic solution. It must be paired with consistent action and effort. However, when done correctly, it can significantly increase your motivation, confidence, and focus, helping you turn your dreams into reality. Remember, everything you achieve begins as a thought, and the clearer and more vivid that thought, the stronger its power to shape your future. Chapter 6. Affirmations for Transformative Change. Affirmations are simple yet powerful statements that can dramatically reshape your mindset, boost your confidence, and transform your life. They are positive declarations that reflect the beliefs and qualities you want to cultivate within yourself. By repeating affirmations consistently, you can reprogram your subconscious mind, replace negative self-talk with empowering thoughts, and align your actions with your desired outcomes. The practice of using affirmations may seem simple, but when done correctly, it can lead to profound changes in your life. The key to effective affirmations lies in their repetition and emotional intensity. Your subconscious mind absorbs what you repeatedly tell it, whether those thoughts are positive or negative. Unfortunately, many people unconsciously affirm negative beliefs about themselves, such as, "I'm not good enough," "I always fail," or "I don't deserve success." Over time, these thoughts become deeply ingrained, influencing their behavior and shaping their reality. However, by consciously choosing and repeating positive affirmations, you can counteract these negative beliefs and plant new, empowering ideas in your mind. To begin using affirmations, you need to craft statements that are specific, positive, and present tense. For example, instead of saying, "I want to be confident," you would say, "I am confident." The present tense phrasing is important because it tells your subconscious that this is your current reality, not a distant goal. Even if you don't fully believe it at first, your subconscious mind will begin to accept it over time through consistent repetition. The more specific your affirmation, the more powerful it will be. Instead of a vague affirmation like, "I am successful," try something like, "I am capable of achieving my goals," and consistently make progress every day. Emotion is another crucial element of effective affirmations. It's not enough to just repeat words. You need to feel them. Imagine the emotions you would experience if your affirmations were already true: confidence, joy, peace, or empowerment. Let those emotions fill your body as you say the words out loud. The stronger the emotion, the more effectively your affirmation will connect with your subconscious mind. This is why it's beneficial to practice affirmations in a calm, focused state where you can fully engage with the words and emotions without distractions. It's also essential to integrate affirmations into your daily routine. The best times to practice affirmations are in the morning, as soon as you wake up, and at night, just before you go to sleep. During these times, your mind is in a more relaxed, receptive state, making it easier for affirmations to penetrate your subconscious. You can repeat your affirmations in front of a mirror, write them down in a journal, or even record yourself saying them, and listen to the recording throughout the day. The key is consistency. Just like building a muscle, the more you practice, the stronger your new beliefs will become. Another effective way to enhance your affirmations is by combining them with visualization. When you say your affirmation, take a moment to close your eyes and picture it as if it's already true. For example, if your affirmation is, "I am a confident public speaker," imagine yourself standing on a stage, speaking clearly and confidently to an engaged audience. See their supportive smiles, hear their applause, and feel the sense of accomplishment. This practice helps reinforce the affirmation by creating a mental image that your subconscious can latch onto, making it more real and achievable. Visualization is a powerful tool that helps you create a clear mental picture of your goals and dreams, making them feel more attainable and real. By engaging your senses, incorporating strong emotions, and practicing regularly, you can reprogram your subconscious mind to support your desired outcomes. Visualization alone isn't a magic solution. It must be paired with consistent action and effort. However, when done correctly, it can significantly increase your motivation, confidence, and focus, helping you turn your dreams into reality. Remember, everything you achieve begins as a thought. And the clearer and more vivid that thought, the stronger its power to shape your future. Chapter 6. Affirmations for Transformative Change. Affirmations are simple yet powerful statements that can dramatically reshape your mindset, boost your confidence, and transform your life. They are positive declarations that reflect the beliefs and qualities you want to cultivate within yourself. By repeating affirmations consistently, you can reprogram your subconscious mind, replace negative self-talk with empowering thoughts, and align your actions with your desired outcomes. The practice of using affirmations may seem simple, but when done correctly, it can lead to profound changes in your life. The key to effective affirmations lies in their repetition and emotional intensity. Your subconscious mind absorbs what you repeatedly tell it, whether those thoughts are positive or negative. Unfortunately, many people unconsciously affirm negative beliefs about themselves, such as, "I'm not good enough," "I always fail," or "I don't deserve success." Over time, these thoughts become deeply ingrained, influencing their behavior and shaping their reality. However, by consciously choosing and repeating positive affirmations, you can counteract these negative beliefs and plant new, empowering ideas in your mind. To begin using affirmations, you need to craft statements that are specific, positive, and present tense. For example, instead of saying, "I want to be confident," you would say, "I am confident." The present tense phrasing is important because it tells your subconscious that this is your current reality, not a distant goal. Even if you don't fully believe it at first, your subconscious mind will begin to accept it over time through consistent repetition. The more specific your affirmation, the more powerful it will be. Instead of a vague affirmation like, "I am successful," try something like, "I am capable of achieving my goals," and consistently make progress every day. Emotion is another crucial element of effective affirmations. It's not enough to just repeat words. You need to feel them. Imagine the emotions you would experience if your affirmations were already true: confidence, joy, peace, or empowerment. Let those emotions fill your body as you say the words out loud. The stronger the emotion, the more effectively your affirmation will connect with your subconscious mind. This is why it's beneficial to practice affirmations in a calm, focused state where you can fully engage with the words and emotions without distractions. It's also essential to integrate affirmations into your daily routine. The best times to practice affirmations are in the morning, as soon as you wake up, and at night, just before you go to sleep. During these times, your mind is in a more relaxed, receptive state, making it easier for affirmations to penetrate your subconscious. You can repeat your affirmations in front of a mirror, write them down in a journal, or even record yourself saying them and listen to the recording throughout the day. The key is consistency. Just like building a muscle, the more you practice, the stronger your new beliefs will become. Another effective way to enhance your affirmations is by combining them with visualization. When you say your affirmation, take a moment to close your eyes and picture it, as if it's already true. For example, if your affirmation is, "I am a confident public speaker," imagine yourself standing on a stage, speaking clearly and confidently to an engaged audience. See their supportive smiles, hear their applause, and feel the sense of accomplishment. This practice helps reinforce the affirmation by creating a mental image that your subconscious can latch onto, making it more real and achievable. It's normal to feel a bit skeptical about affirmations, especially when you first start. You might wonder how repeating a few positive statements can really change your life. The truth is, the process doesn't work instantly, and it's not about creating a false sense of positivity. Instead, affirmations gradually shift your internal dialogue and replace old, limiting beliefs with new, empowering ones. This doesn't mean ignoring challenges or pretending everything is perfect, but rather focusing on the strength, resilience, and potential you have to overcome them. One of the best things about affirmations is that you can tailor them to fit any area of your life that you want to improve. For building confidence, you might use affirmations like, "I trust myself to make the right decisions," or "I am worthy of love and respect." For financial success, try statements such as, "I attract abundance into my life," or "I am capable of creating wealth and prosperity." For improving relationships, you could say, "I communicate with kindness and empathy," or "I attract healthy, supportive connections." Whatever area you want to work on, there's an affirmation that can help steer your mind in the right direction. It's also important to be patient and gentle with yourself during this process. Changing deeply rooted beliefs doesn't happen overnight, and there might be days when it feels like nothing is changing. That's okay. The important thing is to keep going, even when it feels challenging. Remind yourself that every time you practice your affirmations, you are planting seeds in your subconscious. Over time, those seeds will grow, and you will begin to see the results in your thoughts, behaviors, and interactions with the world around you. One potential obstacle that people encounter with affirmations is the inner resistance that may arise when you're saying something you don't yet fully believe. For example, if you've struggled with low self-esteem for years, saying, "I am confident," might feel unnatural or even trigger feelings of discomfort. This resistance is actually a sign that you're challenging old, limiting beliefs. When this happens, try modifying your affirmation to something that feels more comfortable yet still positive. Instead of "I am confident," you might start with, "I am becoming more confident every day," or "I am learning to see my strengths." As you continue to grow, you can adjust your affirmations to reflect stronger, more direct statements. One way to make affirmations more effective is to pair them with action. For example, if your affirmation is, "I am a successful entrepreneur," Back it up by actively working towards your business goals, whether that's researching your market, developing your product, or networking with potential clients. When you take action in line with your affirmations, it reinforces the belief and makes it easier for your subconscious to accept it as truth. It's not just about saying the words. It's about aligning your thoughts, feelings, and actions with your goals. Incorporating affirmation cards or sticky notes around your environment can also be a helpful reminder to stay positive throughout the day. Place them where you can see them often, on your bathroom mirror, your refrigerator, or your desk at work. Each time you see these affirmations, take a moment to read them out loud and reconnect with the positive energy they represent. This practice keeps your affirmations in the forefront of your mind, reinforcing your intentions even during busy or stressful moments. Affirmations are a powerful tool for transforming your life by changing the way you think and feel about yourself. They help you rewrite your internal dialogue, replace negativity with positivity, and align your mind with your goals and desires. By choosing the right affirmations, repeating them consistently, and feeling them deeply, you can begin to shift your subconscious beliefs and open the door to new possibilities. Remember, the journey of personal transformation begins with the words you speak to yourself. So speak words of kindness, encouragement, and power, and watch as your world begins to reflect the beautiful change within you. Chapter 7. Overcoming limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs are the internal barriers that keep you from reaching your full potential. These are the deeply ingrained thoughts and perceptions that convince you that you can't achieve certain things, that you aren't good enough, or that certain goals are simply beyond your reach. Limiting beliefs can stem from past experiences, cultural conditioning, or even comments made by others, and they often operate unconsciously, influencing your behavior without you realizing it. Overcoming these beliefs is crucial because they can hold you back from pursuing your dreams, taking risks, and living a fulfilling life. The good news is that once you identify and confront these beliefs, you can begin to dismantle them and replace them with more empowering thoughts. The first step in overcoming limiting beliefs is to identify them. This can be challenging because many of these beliefs have been with you for so long that they feel like truths. They might sound like, "I'm not smart enough to start my own business," "I'm too old to learn something new," or "I'm not attractive enough to find love." These statements often come up as excuses, reasons why you think you can't do something. Start by paying attention to the thoughts that surface when you're faced with a challenge or an opportunity. What do you tell yourself when you're about to try something new or step out of your comfort zone? Those automatic thoughts are clues to your limiting beliefs. One effective technique for identifying limiting beliefs is to write them down. Take a notebook and list the areas of your life where you feel stuck or unfulfilled. Next to each area, write down the beliefs you hold about yourself in that context. For example, if you struggle with finances, you might write, "I believe I'm bad with money," or "I believe I'll never be able to save enough." If relationships are a struggle, you might write, "I believe I'm not lovable," or "I believe all relationships end in pain." Writing these beliefs down makes them tangible, and once they're out in the open, you can begin to examine and challenge them. The next step is to question the validity of your limiting beliefs. Ask yourself where these beliefs came from. Were they based on a specific experience? Did someone else tell you this, and did you accept it as true? Are there times when this belief hasn't been true? For example, if you believe, "I always fail at everything," think about times when you have succeeded, even in small ways. This process helps to reveal that these beliefs are not absolute truths, but rather perceptions that can be changed. Challenge them by asking, "Is this belief serving me, or is it holding me back?" And what evidence do I have that contradicts this belief? Reframing is a powerful tool in overcoming limiting beliefs. Once you've identified a limiting belief, try to reframe it into a more positive, empowering statement. For example, if your belief is, "I'm not good enough to get a promotion," you can reframe it as, "I have valuable skills and strengths, and I am capable of learning and growing to achieve my career goals." Reframing doesn't mean ignoring reality. It means choosing to focus on possibilities rather than limitations. When you shift your perspective, you begin to see opportunities where there once were obstacles. Affirmations can also be used to combat limiting beliefs. Create positive, empowering affirmations that directly counter your negative beliefs. For instance, if your limiting belief is, "I'm not smart enough," your affirmation could be, "I am intelligent and capable of learning new things." Repeat these affirmations daily, and use them whenever you catch yourself slipping back into old patterns of negative thinking. Over time, these positive statements can help overwrite the negative beliefs in your subconscious, building new mental pathways that support your growth and success. Another effective technique for overcoming limiting beliefs is to seek evidence that disproves them. For instance, if you believe, "I'm not creative," look for examples in your life where you have been creative. Maybe you solved a problem at work in a unique way, or you came up with a fun idea for a social gathering. No matter how small, these examples are proof that your limiting belief isn't entirely accurate. By consistently finding evidence that contradicts your negative self-perceptions, you weaken the hold they have on your mind. Visualizing your success is another strategy to break free from limiting beliefs. Create a mental image of yourself achieving your goals, even if they seem out of reach at the moment. Imagine how it feels to overcome the barriers that have been holding you back. What would your life look like if you no longer believed those limiting thoughts? The more vividly you can picture this scenario, the more you convince your mind that change is possible. Visualization helps bridge the gap between where you are now and where you want to be, making it easier to take steps toward that vision. It's also important to take action despite your limiting beliefs. Often, the best way to prove to yourself that a belief isn't true is to do the very thing you believe you can't. For instance, if you think, "I'm not good at public speaking," challenge yourself to speak up in small settings and gradually build your confidence. Every time you take action, you are gathering new evidence that counters your limiting belief. Over time, as you accumulate more experiences of success, the old belief will start to lose its power, and a new, more positive belief will take its place. Recognizing and confronting fear is a critical part of overcoming limiting beliefs. Many limiting beliefs are rooted in fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, or fear of the unknown. Instead of letting fear dictate your actions, acknowledge it and understand where it's coming from. Ask yourself, what am I really afraid of? And what's the worst that could happen if I tried and didn't succeed? Often you'll find that the fear is exaggerated, and the consequences of failure aren't as catastrophic as you imagine. When you confront your fears head-on, they lose their ability to control you. Another powerful approach to overcoming limiting beliefs is to surround yourself with positive influences. The people you spend time with can significantly impact your mindset. If you are around people who constantly reinforce your limiting beliefs, it will be harder to change them. Instead, seek out individuals who uplift and inspire you, who believe in your potential, and who challenge you to see beyond your self-imposed limitations. Their encouragement and support can help you build new, empowering beliefs about yourself. Journaling can also be a helpful tool in the process of overcoming limiting beliefs. Take time to write about your thoughts, fears, and experiences. When you put your thoughts on paper, You can analyze them more objectively, and it becomes easier to see patterns that may have been hidden. Journaling allows you to track your progress, reflect on your successes, and understand how far you've come. It can also be a way to reaffirm your new positive beliefs by writing about how you are actively working to change your mindset. Overcoming limiting beliefs is not a quick fix. It's a journey that requires patience, persistence, and self-compassion. There will be times when old beliefs resurface, especially during moments of stress or uncertainty. When this happens, don't be discouraged. Recognize that change is a process, and every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. Celebrate your successes along the way, and remind yourself that you have the power to redefine your beliefs, and by extension, your reality. Limiting beliefs are mental barriers that prevent you from reaching your true potential. They are often based on past experiences, fears, and misconceptions, but they do not have to define you. By identifying these beliefs, challenging their validity, reframing them into positive affirmations, and taking action to prove them wrong, you can begin to break free from their grip. The journey to overcoming limiting beliefs is about reclaiming your power and rewriting the narrative you tell yourself. As you shed these limiting thoughts, you open up a world of possibilities where you can pursue your dreams, take bold steps, and live a life that reflects your true potential. Chapter 8. Mindfulness and Present Moment Focus. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present and engaged in the current moment, without judgment or distraction. It involves paying attention to your thoughts, feelings, and sensations as they arise, and observing them without reacting impulsively or getting lost in them. This practice has been widely recognized for its ability to reduce stress, enhance self-awareness, and improve overall well-being. More importantly, mindfulness can help you cultivate a mindset that is calm, clear, and focused, which is essential for personal growth and achieving your goals. By learning to focus on the present moment, you can break free from the patterns of overthinking, anxiety, and self-doubt that often hold you back. The essence of mindfulness is awareness. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the chaos of daily life. We often rush from one task to another, thinking about the next thing on our to-do list and worrying about the future or dwelling on the past. This constant mental chatter can lead to stress, fatigue, and a feeling of being overwhelmed. Mindfulness teaches you to slow down and bring your attention back to what is happening right now. When you focus on the present, you create a space where you can observe your thoughts and emotions without being controlled by them. This awareness allows you to make conscious, deliberate choices rather than reacting impulsively to situations. One of the most effective ways to practice mindfulness is through meditation. Meditation involves sitting quietly, focusing on your breath, and gently bringing your attention back whenever your mind starts to wander. This simple practice can help train your brain to stay focused and calm, even when you are not meditating. Over time, regular meditation helps reduce anxiety, improve concentration, and increase your ability to stay present. You don't need to meditate for hours. Even just 5 to 10 minutes a day can make a significant difference. The key is consistency. The more you practice, the easier it becomes to maintain a mindful state throughout the day. Another way to practice mindfulness is to be fully present in your daily activities. Whether you are eating, walking, or having a conversation, try to focus entirely on what you are doing. For example, when eating, pay attention to the texture, taste, and aroma of your food. Notice how it feels when you chew and swallow. This practice might seem simple, but it can transform mundane activities into opportunities for mindfulness. By being fully engaged in what you are doing, You can enjoy each moment more deeply and reduce the constant mental distractions that often lead to stress and anxiety. Mindful breathing is a technique that you can use anytime, anywhere to bring your focus back to the present. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, anxious, or distracted, take a moment to breathe deeply and focus on the sensation of your breath as it enters and leaves your body. Notice how your chest rises and falls, and feel the cool air as you inhale and the warm air as you exhale. This simple act of paying attention to your breath can help ground you in the moment, calm your mind, and reduce stress. It's a quick and effective way to reconnect with the present whenever you find yourself drifting into negative thoughts or worrying about the future. Body scan meditation is another effective mindfulness technique. It involves slowly bringing your attention to different parts of your body, starting from your toes and moving up to your head. As you focus on each part, notice any sensations, tension, or discomfort without trying to change or judge it. The purpose of a body scan is to develop a deeper connection with your body and to recognize how physical sensations are connected to your emotional state. This practice can help you become more aware of how stress manifests in your body and teach you to release tension consciously. Mindfulness is also about observing your thoughts without judgment. Our minds are constantly filled with thoughts, many of which are repetitive, negative, or self-critical. Mindfulness does not mean trying to stop these thoughts. Rather, it's about noticing them as they arise and letting them pass without getting caught up in them. Imagine your thoughts as clouds passing through the sky. Some are dark and heavy, while others are light and fluffy. Instead of identifying with the clouds, be the sky that observes them without attachment. This practice helps you develop a sense of detachment from your thoughts, which is especially useful when dealing with negative self-talk or anxiety. One of the greatest benefits of mindfulness is that it helps you develop emotional resilience. When you practice mindfulness, you learn to recognize your emotions as they arise, without being overwhelmed by them. Instead of reacting impulsively to anger, fear, or sadness, you can observe these feelings, understand their source, and choose how to respond. This ability to pause and reflect before reacting allows you to navigate difficult situations with greater calmness and clarity. Over time, mindfulness helps you build emotional intelligence, which is the ability to understand and manage your emotions effectively. Mindful listening is a powerful way to deepen your connections with others. In many conversations, we are often thinking about what we are going to say next, rather than truly listening to the other person. Mindful listening involves giving your full attention to the speaker, without interrupting, judging, or formulating a response while they are talking. By being present and attentive, you can better understand their perspective, respond with empathy, and build stronger, more meaningful relationships. This practice not only enhances communication, but also helps you become more patient and less reactive. Mindfulness also encourages you to accept things as they are, rather than resisting or trying to change them. This doesn't mean giving up on improving your life or reaching your goals, but it means acknowledging the present moment without judgment. Acceptance allows you to see reality more clearly and respond to it more effectively. For example, if you are experiencing stress, instead of fighting it or pretending it doesn't exist, mindfulness teaches you to acknowledge, "I am feeling stressed right now," and explore why you are feeling that way. This self-awareness can lead to healthier ways of coping and finding solutions. Gratitude is another aspect of mindfulness that can profoundly impact your mental well-being. Practicing gratitude means consciously acknowledging and appreciating the positive aspects of your life, no matter how small they may be. By focusing on what you are grateful for, you shift your attention away from what is lacking or going wrong. This shift in perspective can lead to increased happiness, reduced stress, and a greater sense of contentment. A simple way to practice gratitude is to keep a journal where you write down 3 things you are grateful for each day. This practice encourages you to stay present and mindful of the blessings in your life, helping you cultivate a more positive outlook. Incorporating mindfulness into your daily life doesn't require any special equipment or drastic changes to your routine. It's about making small, conscious choices to bring more awareness to your everyday experiences. You can practice mindfulness while drinking your morning coffee, during your commute, or even while washing dishes. The more you integrate mindfulness into your routine, the more natural it becomes, and the easier it is to maintain a state of calm, focus, and clarity, even during challenging times. Mindfulness and present moment focus are about bringing your attention back to where you are, right now. It's about cultivating awareness, acceptance, and a sense of peace that can profoundly improve your mental, emotional, and physical well-being. By practicing mindfulness, you can break free from the constant cycle of overthinking, reduce stress, and create a sense of inner calm. Whether through meditation, mindful breathing, or simply being present in daily activities, mindfulness allows you to connect more deeply with yourself and the world around you. It's a practice that requires patience and consistency, but the benefits are immense. By mastering mindfulness, you gain the ability to navigate life's ups and downs with greater ease, clarity, and resilience, leading to a richer and more fulfilling life. Chapter 9. Harnessing the Law of Attraction. The law of attraction is the principle that like attracts like. It suggests that the energy you put out into the world, through your thoughts, emotions, and actions, will attract similar energy back to you. In other words, if you consistently focus on positive thoughts and feelings, you are more likely to attract positive experiences, opportunities, and people into your life. Conversely, if you dwell on negativity, fear, and doubt, you may find yourself attracting more of the same. This concept has been popularized by various self-help books and teachings, but it is more than just wishful thinking. It's about aligning your mindset, emotions, and actions to create the life you desire. At the core of the law of attraction is the idea that your thoughts are powerful. Every thought you have carries a certain frequency or vibration, and this vibration resonates with the universe. When you think about something consistently, you are essentially sending out a signal, attracting similar energies. For instance, if you constantly think, "I am successful," and truly believe it, you are likely to act in ways that align with success. On the other hand, if your mind is filled with thoughts like, "I'll never be good enough," you are more likely to make decisions that reflect and reinforce that belief. This is why it's essential to be mindful of your thoughts and focus on what you want rather than what you fear. One of the most effective ways to harness the law of attraction is through visualization. Visualization involves creating a clear, vivid image of your desired outcome and focusing on it regularly. When you visualize your goals as if they have already been achieved, you create a sense of certainty and confidence that can propel you to take action. Imagine not just the end result, but also how it feels to have achieved it. What emotions do you experience? What do you see, hear, and even smell? The more senses you engage in your visualization, the more powerful it becomes. By repeatedly focusing on this mental image, you are training your subconscious mind to recognize and seek out opportunities that align with your vision. Affirmations are another valuable tool for practicing the law of attraction. Affirmations are positive statements that reinforce the beliefs you want to adopt. They help shift your mindset from doubt to confidence, from scarcity to abundance. For example, instead of thinking, "I hope I can be successful," you would say, "I am successful, and opportunities flow to me easily. The key is to phrase your affirmations in the present tense, as if what you desire is already happening. This helps trick your mind into believing it's true, and over time, your actions will begin to reflect that belief. Affirmations, when used consistently, can help reprogram your subconscious mind to align with the energy of success, love, abundance, or whatever you wish to attract. A fundamental aspect of the law of attraction is understanding the role of emotion. Your emotions amplify the energy you send out into the universe. Positive emotions like joy, gratitude, and love vibrate at a higher frequency, while negative emotions like anger, fear, and jealousy vibrate at a lower frequency. The universe responds to the energy you emit, not just the words you say. Therefore, when you feel genuinely grateful for what you have or excited about your future, you are raising your vibrational frequency, which can help you attract more positive experiences. This is why practices like gratitude journaling are so effective. They shift your focus to what is good in your life, helping you cultivate a higher, more positive vibration. One important concept within the law of attraction is acting as if. This means behaving as if you already have what you desire, even if it hasn't manifested yet. When you act as if, you are signaling to your subconscious mind and the universe that you are confident in your ability to achieve your goals. For instance, if you want to attract financial abundance, start by managing your finances wisely, investing in self-education, and carrying yourself with the confidence of someone who is financially secure. This doesn't mean pretending or living beyond your means, but rather adopting the habits, mindset, and behaviors of the person you wish to become. By doing so, you align your energy with that of your desired reality, making it easier for it to manifest. Letting go of resistance is another crucial element of the law of attraction. Resistance is any form of doubt, fear, or negative belief that contradicts your desires. For example, you might want to attract a loving relationship, but if you secretly believe you're not worthy of love, that belief creates resistance. This inner conflict prevents you from fully aligning with what you want, making it harder to attract it. To overcome resistance, you need to identify and address these limiting beliefs. This might involve self-reflection, journaling, or even seeking professional help to work through deeper emotional blocks. The more you can release resistance, the more easily your desires can flow to you. Gratitude plays a central role in the law of attraction because it shifts your focus from lack to abundance. When you express gratitude for what you have, you are acknowledging the goodness in your life, which attracts more of it. Practicing gratitude daily, whether through a journal, meditation, or simply saying thank you throughout the day, can raise your vibrational frequency and help you stay aligned with positive energy. Gratitude also keeps you grounded and prevents you from falling into a mindset of constant craving and dissatisfaction. When you appreciate the present moment, you create a space for more blessings to come into your life. It's also essential to understand that the law of attraction is not just about thinking positively. It requires taking inspired action. You can't just sit back and wait for things to happen. You need to be proactive. If your goal is to find a new job, for example, you should still update your resume, apply to positions, and network with others in your field. The difference is that, when you are aligned with the law of attraction, you are more likely to encounter opportunities, meet the right people, or receive guidance that leads you in the right direction. Your thoughts set the intention, but your actions make it a reality. Patience and trust are also key when working with the law of attraction. Sometimes, people give up on their goals because they don't see immediate results, but manifestation often requires time. Just because something hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it won't. Trust that the universe is working behind the scenes to bring your desires to fruition. Sometimes, the delays you experience are there to help you grow, learn, or prepare for what's coming. Keep your focus on your end goal, remain consistent in your practices, and trust that everything is unfolding in divine timing. One way to deepen your understanding of the law of attraction is by surrounding yourself with positive influences. This could mean reading books on the subject, watching motivational videos, or joining communities of like-minded people who believe in the power of manifestation. When you immerse yourself in positive, uplifting environments, it becomes easier to maintain a high vibration and stay aligned with your desires. You'll also be less likely to fall back into old patterns of doubt or negativity because you are constantly reinforcing your belief in what is possible. The law of attraction teaches us that we have the power to shape our reality through our thoughts, emotions, and actions. By focusing on what you want, visualizing your goals, practicing gratitude, and taking inspired action, you can attract more of what you desire into your life. Remember that your thoughts are like a magnet, drawing experiences that match their frequency. Therefore, choose to focus on positivity, abundance, and possibility. Align your energy with your dreams, trust the process, and be patient. The more you practice these principles, the more you will see the law of attraction at work in your life, helping you manifest your deepest desires and create a future that reflects your highest aspirations. Chapter 10. Aligning your thoughts and actions. Achieving success, fulfillment, and personal growth is not just about thinking positively or setting goals. It's about ensuring that your thoughts and actions are aligned. This means that what you believe, think, and desire must be in harmony with how you act and what you do on a daily basis. Many people struggle to achieve their dreams because, although they think positively about their goals, their actions contradict those thoughts. Aligning your thoughts and actions bridges the gap between your intentions and reality, turning your aspirations into tangible results. The first step in aligning your thoughts and actions is clarity. You need to have a clear vision of what you want to achieve. Without clarity, it's easy to get sidetracked or to engage in actions that don't serve your goals. Take time to define your goals clearly and specifically. For instance, instead of setting a vague goal like, "I want to be successful," clarify what success looks like to you. Does it mean reaching a specific career milestone, earning a certain income, or achieving personal development goals? The more specific your vision, the easier it is to create a roadmap that aligns your actions with your thoughts. Once you have clarity, it's essential to align your mindset with your goals. This involves cultivating a belief system that supports your aspirations. If you want to become financially independent, for example, you need to believe that it's possible for you to achieve this and that you deserve to succeed. Your thoughts should reflect confidence, abundance, and possibility, rather than doubt, fear, or scarcity. Positive thinking alone isn't enough. It's about fostering a mindset that empowers you to take action. If your thoughts are filled with self-doubt and negativity, you are less likely to take the necessary steps toward your goals. Self-awareness is a crucial part of the alignment process. You need to be aware of your thoughts, habits, and behaviors, and how they influence your actions. Sometimes, you may have goals that you want to achieve, but your habits are working against you. For example, you might aspire to be healthier, but if your daily habits include skipping workouts, eating junk food, and neglecting sleep, there is a clear misalignment. Take an honest look at your daily routines and identify any actions that might be sabotaging your progress. Self-awareness helps you recognize these discrepancies so you can make adjustments and create new habits that support your goals. To align your actions with your thoughts, You need to create a plan of action that reflects your goals. Break down your big goals into smaller, manageable steps and develop a daily or weekly plan to work toward them. If your goal is to write a book, for instance, start by setting a specific time each day to write, even if it's just for 15 minutes. Each small step you take brings you closer to your goal. By turning your aspirations into concrete tasks, you ensure that your actions consistently support your vision. Without a clear plan, it's easy to get lost in distractions or procrastination, which can lead to frustration and stagnation. Consistency is key when it comes to aligning your actions with your goals. It's not enough to take action once in a while. You need to be consistent. Consistency builds momentum, and momentum creates results. Even small, consistent actions can lead to significant progress over time. Think of it like building a house. Each brick you lay might not seem like much, but if you keep at it, you'll eventually have a solid structure. The same principle applies to your goals. Whether you're aiming for career advancement, financial independence, or personal development, consistent effort is what will bring your thoughts into reality. Accountability can be a powerful tool for ensuring that your actions stay aligned with your intentions. Sometimes it's easy to let things slide when no one is watching, but when you have someone holding you accountable, you're more likely to stay on track. This could be a mentor, coach, friend, or accountability partner who checks in with you regularly and encourages you to stay focused. Accountability not only helps you stay committed to your actions, but also provides support and motivation when you face challenges. Another important aspect of aligning your thoughts and actions is to maintain flexibility. While it's essential to have a plan, it's equally important to be adaptable. Sometimes things won't go as expected, and you may encounter obstacles that require you to change your approach. Being flexible allows you to adjust your actions without losing sight of your ultimate goal. For example, if your goal is to get in shape but you injure yourself and can't follow your usual workout routine, you can find alternative exercises that accommodate your situation. Flexibility ensures that you don't abandon your goals at the first sign of trouble, but instead find new ways to keep moving forward. Visualization and affirmations can further help in aligning your actions with your thoughts. By regularly visualizing your goals and using affirmations, you reinforce your belief in what you are trying to achieve. This mental reinforcement keeps your mind focused on your desired outcome and helps guide your actions. For example, if you have a goal of becoming a successful entrepreneur, visualize yourself running a thriving business, interacting with clients, and enjoying the rewards of your hard work. This mental practice makes your goals feel more attainable and motivates you to take the necessary actions. Overcoming procrastination is another critical element in aligning your thoughts and actions. Many people set goals and think positively about them, but when it comes time to act, they hesitate or delay. Procrastination often stems from fear of failure, fear of the unknown, or even fear of success. To overcome procrastination, break your tasks into smaller, less intimidating steps. Instead of focusing on the enormity of the entire project, focus on what you can do today. This approach reduces anxiety and makes it easier to take action. Remember, every step you take, no matter how small, moves you closer to your goal. Self-discipline is also essential for maintaining alignment between your thoughts and actions. There will be times when motivation fades and distractions tempt you to stray from your path. This is where self-discipline comes in. Self-discipline is the ability to stick to your plans and commitments, even when it's difficult. It's about pushing yourself to do what needs to be done, regardless of how you feel at the moment. Developing self-discipline requires practice, but the more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. It is the foundation of consistency and the driving force that ensures your actions match your intentions. It's also important to celebrate your progress, no matter how small. When you acknowledge and celebrate your achievements, you reinforce the positive behaviors that led to them. This creates a cycle of success where you are motivated to continue taking actions that align with your goals. Celebrating progress doesn't mean you have to reach the end goal to feel accomplished. It could be as simple as completing a task you've been procrastinating on or reaching a milestone in your journey. Recognizing your progress helps maintain the alignment between your thoughts and actions by keeping your motivation high. Aligning your thoughts and actions is about creating harmony between what you want and what you do. It's not enough to dream big or think positively. You need to take consistent, deliberate actions that reflect your desires. This requires clarity, self-awareness, planning, and a commitment to overcoming obstacles like procrastination and distractions. By ensuring that your daily habits, behaviors, and decisions align with your goals, you set yourself up for success. The journey of personal growth and achievement is not always easy, but when your thoughts and actions are in sync, you create a powerful momentum that propels you forward. Remember, every action you take is a vote for the kind of person you want to become. So, choose actions that reflect your highest aspirations and watch as your dreams transform into reality. Chapter 11. Manifesting Abundance and Prosperity. Manifesting abundance and prosperity is about creating a mindset that attracts wealth, success, and overall well-being into your life. Abundance goes beyond just financial wealth. It encompasses a sense of fulfillment, joy, and gratitude in all areas, including relationships, health, and personal growth. The key to manifesting abundance lies in understanding that your thoughts, beliefs, and actions play a significant role in shaping your reality. By cultivating an abundant mindset and aligning yourself with positive energy, you can open the door to opportunities, attract prosperity, and lead a life of fulfillment. The first step to manifesting abundance is to develop an abundance mindset. This is the opposite of a scarcity mindset, which is rooted in the belief that there's not enough to go around. People with a scarcity mindset often feel anxious, fearful, and competitive, thinking that if someone else succeeds, there is less success available for them. An abundance mindset, on the other hand, is built on the belief that there is more than enough for everyone. It embraces the idea that opportunities are limitless, and wealth and success are accessible to all. To develop this mindset, start by changing the way you speak and think about success and wealth. Replace phrases like, "I can't afford this," or "I'll never have enough," with statements like, "I am open to receiving abundance, and there are endless opportunities available to me." Gratitude is a powerful tool for manifesting abundance because it shifts your focus from what you lack to what you already have. When you focus on lack, you send out signals of scarcity, which can block abundance from flowing into your life. But when you express gratitude, you acknowledge the good things you already have, creating a sense of abundance. This positive energy attracts more of the same. Start a gratitude journal and write down at least 3 things you are grateful for each day. This practice trains your mind to look for positives, reinforces your sense of abundance, and raises your vibrational frequency, making it easier to attract prosperity. Visualizing abundance can help you tap into the feeling of prosperity, even before it manifests in your life. Take a few minutes each day to close your eyes and imagine yourself living the life you desire. Picture yourself in your dream home, enjoying financial freedom, or running a successful business. Focus not just on what you see, but also on how you feel. Experience the joy, security, and peace that come with abundance. This mental exercise helps to create a strong, positive emotional connection to your goals, which can accelerate the process of manifesting them. The more vividly you can imagine your desired outcome, the more you program your mind to seek out opportunities that align with that vision. Another important aspect of manifesting abundance is removing limiting beliefs about money and success. Many people have subconscious beliefs that hold them back, such as money is the root of all evil, rich people are greedy, or I'm not good with money. These beliefs create a negative association with wealth, making it difficult to attract prosperity. To manifest abundance, you need to identify these limiting beliefs and replace them with more positive, empowering ones. For example, instead of believing that money is evil, adopt the belief that money is a tool that can be used to create positive change. By changing your mindset around money, you can start to see it as something that flows easily to you, rather than something that is hard to attain or undeserving. Affirmations can be a powerful way to reinforce your beliefs about abundance. Create affirmations that reflect the prosperity you want to attract, such as, I am a magnet for wealth. I attract opportunities that bring me prosperity, or I deserve to live a life of abundance. Repeat these affirmations daily, and try to say them with conviction and emotion. The more you affirm your belief in abundance, the more you will start to see evidence of it in your life. These statements help to reprogram your subconscious mind, replacing doubts and fears with confidence and positivity. Giving and generosity are also essential components of manifesting abundance. While it may seem counterintuitive, giving away what you wish to receive can actually help you attract more of it. This principle is rooted in the law of reciprocity. When you give freely, without expecting anything in return, you create a flow of positive energy that tends to come back to you multiplied. If you want to attract more money, consider donating to a cause you care about, tipping generously, or helping someone in need. The act of giving sends a signal to the universe that you are abundant, and therefore, it responds by bringing more abundance into your life. Remember, abundance is not just about accumulation, but also about circulation. Surrounding yourself with abundance-minded people can also help you manifest prosperity. The people you spend time with have a significant influence on your mindset. If you are surrounded by people who are constantly complaining about their financial situation, or who have a negative view of wealth, it can be harder for you to maintain an abundant mindset. Seek out individuals who inspire you, who are successful, and who think positively about abundance and prosperity. Engage with communities that share your aspirations, read books about successful people, or attend workshops and events that focus on wealth building and personal development. Being in an environment that supports abundance will help you stay motivated and focused on your goals. Taking inspired action is crucial when it comes to manifesting abundance. Visualization, affirmations, and positive thinking are important, but they must be accompanied by action. You need to take steps toward your goals, even if they are small ones. If your goal is to build wealth, start by creating a budget, saving a portion of your income, or investing in your education. If you want to grow your business, take action by networking, marketing your services, or developing new products. The key is to act from a place of confidence and belief, rather than fear and doubt. When you take inspired action, you signal to the universe that you are ready to receive abundance, and this sets the wheels of manifestation in motion. It's also important to cultivate a mindset of continuous learning and growth. Abundance is not a one-time event. It's a mindset that requires ongoing development. Be open to learning new skills, exploring new ideas, and expanding your horizons. When you are constantly growing, you are better equipped to seize new opportunities that bring prosperity. This could mean taking a course, reading books on personal finance, attending workshops, or finding a mentor who can guide you. The more you invest in your personal and professional growth, the more value you can offer to the world, and the more abundance you are likely to attract. Patience and trust are essential when it comes to manifesting abundance. It's natural to want immediate results, but sometimes the process takes time. Trust that everything is unfolding in perfect timing, and have patience. The universe may need time to align circumstances, resources, and people to bring your desires to fruition. In the meantime, keep focusing on your goals, maintaining a positive mindset, and taking consistent action. Remember, even small signs of progress are indicators that your manifestations are on their way, so celebrate them and remain hopeful. Letting go of attachment is another important aspect of manifesting abundance. While it's important to have clear goals and desires, being overly attached to specific outcomes can create stress, anxiety, and even resistance. When you are attached to a particular way in which your desires must manifest, you may be blocking other, possibly better, ways for abundance to flow into your life. Instead, adopt an attitude of openness and trust, allowing the universe to bring your desires to you in the best way possible. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means having faith that what is meant for you will find its way to you, often in ways you never expected. Manifesting abundance and prosperity begins with cultivating an abundant mindset, one that believes in the limitless possibilities of the universe. By practicing gratitude, visualizing success, removing limiting beliefs, and taking inspired action, you can align yourself with the energy of abundance. Remember that abundance is not just about accumulating wealth. It's about creating a life of joy, fulfillment, and generosity. When you focus on giving, learning, and growing, you open the door to endless opportunities and prosperity. Trust in the process, stay patient, and watch as abundance flows naturally into your life, enriching every aspect of your journey. Chapter 12. The Mind-Body Connection. The mind-body connection refers to the profound and intricate relationship between your thoughts, emotions, and physical well-being. This connection means that what you think and feel can have a direct impact on your physical health, and vice versa. Understanding and harnessing the power of this relationship can lead to a healthier, more balanced, and fulfilling life. By learning to align your mental state with your physical well-being, you can enhance your overall quality of life, reduce stress, and even promote healing. The mind-body connection is evident in how emotions affect physical health. When you experience emotions like stress, anxiety, or fear, your body reacts by releasing stress hormones such as cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones prepare your body for a fight-or-flight response, which might be helpful in a short-term crisis, but can be harmful if triggered consistently. Chronic stress can lead to a range of health problems, including headaches, digestive issues, high blood pressure, and weakened immunity. This is why people who are under constant stress often find themselves getting sick more frequently or experiencing fatigue and body aches. Your mental state doesn't just affect how you feel emotionally. It has a direct and measurable impact on your physical health. On the other hand, positive emotions such as happiness, love, and gratitude can have a healing effect on the body. When you feel joy or contentment, your body releases chemicals like endorphins, dopamine, and oxytocin, which can boost your mood, reduce stress, and even enhance your immune system. This is why practices like meditation, deep breathing, and engaging in activities you love can have such a positive impact on your health. By fostering a positive mindset, you can create a cascade of physical benefits, helping your body function at its best. The mind-body connection teaches us that by managing our thoughts and emotions, we can take better care of our physical well-being. Mindfulness and meditation are two powerful practices that can help strengthen the mind-body connection. These techniques involve focusing on the present moment, which can reduce stress and improve mental clarity. When you meditate, you train your mind to stay calm and focused, and this mental state can lower your blood pressure, reduce inflammation, and improve overall bodily functions. Regular mindfulness practice can help you become more aware of how your thoughts and emotions affect your body, making it easier to manage stress and maintain a sense of balance. Meditation has been shown to have numerous health benefits, including improved heart health, enhanced immune response, and better pain management. Another way the mind-body connection manifests is through the placebo effect. The placebo effect occurs when a person experiences real physical changes after receiving a treatment that has no therapeutic value, simply because they believe it will work. This phenomenon demonstrates the power of the mind in influencing the body's response. If the mind can produce healing effects based on belief alone, it suggests that your thoughts can have a significant impact on your physical state. By cultivating positive expectations and a hopeful mindset, you can potentially enhance the body's ability to heal and recover. This doesn't mean that you should rely solely on positive thinking for medical treatment, but it does highlight the importance of mindset in the healing process. The mind-body connection also plays a crucial role in managing chronic pain. Studies have shown that mental techniques such as visualization, deep breathing, and relaxation exercises can help reduce the perception of pain. When you focus on pain, your mind can amplify the sensation, making it feel more intense. However, by redirecting your thoughts to more pleasant and calming experiences, you can reduce the intensity of pain and discomfort. This is why practices like yoga, tai chi, and guided imagery are often recommended for people dealing with chronic pain. They help relax the body and mind, making it easier to cope with physical discomfort. Exercise is another example of how the mind-body connection works. Physical activity doesn't just strengthen the muscles. It also boosts mental health by releasing endorphins, which are chemicals that make you feel good. Regular exercise can reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression, improve sleep quality, and increase overall energy levels. The positive effects of exercise on the mind are well documented, and it's a clear example of how caring for the body can lead to a healthier, happier mind. Conversely, when you engage in activities that challenge your mind, like learning a new skill or solving puzzles, you are also supporting your brain's health and vitality, which can benefit your body. Breathwork is a powerful tool that can enhance the mind-body connection. Deep, mindful breathing has been shown to reduce stress, lower blood pressure, and improve lung function. When you are anxious or stressed, your breathing tends to become shallow and rapid, which signals to your body that something is wrong. By taking deep, slow breaths, you can send a message to your body that it's okay to relax. This can help calm your nervous system, reduce tension, and promote a sense of peace. Techniques such as diaphragmatic breathing, alternate nostril breathing, and the 4-7-8 method are just a few examples of how conscious breathing can positively affect both the mind and body. The gut-brain connection is another aspect of the mind-body relationship that has gained a lot of attention in recent years. The gut is often referred to as the second brain because it is home to a complex network of neurons that communicate with the brain. Research has shown that the health of your gut can have a significant impact on your mood and mental state. For instance, an imbalance in gut bacteria has been linked to conditions like anxiety, depression, and even stress. Eating a balanced diet rich in fiber, probiotics, and essential nutrients can improve gut health, which in turn supports a healthy mind. This is why you may feel more energized and focused when you eat a nutritious meal, compared to feeling sluggish or irritable after eating processed or junk food. Emotional expression is also vital for maintaining a healthy mind-body connection. Suppressing emotions can lead to physical tension, headaches, digestive issues, and other health problems. When you bottle up feelings of anger, sadness, or frustration, your body holds onto that stress, which can manifest in physical symptoms. This is why it's important to find healthy ways to express and release your emotions, whether it's talking to a friend, writing in a journal, engaging in creative activities like painting or playing music, or even crying. Expressing your emotions allows your body to release tension and promotes healing. Understanding the mind-body connection can also lead to better stress management. Stress is a normal part of life, but chronic stress can wreak havoc on your body and mind. When you are stressed, your body produces cortisol, a hormone that, in high levels, can contribute to health problems such as heart disease, weight gain, and sleep disturbances. By practicing stress-relieving activities like meditation, yoga, or spending time in nature, you can lower cortisol levels and create a healthier environment for your body. Learning to manage stress effectively not only improves mental health, but also enhances physical well-being, leading to a more balanced and harmonious life. Sleep is a critical element of the mind-body connection. Your brain and body need adequate rest to function optimally. Poor sleep can affect mood, concentration, memory, and physical health. Conversely, a well-rested body can lead to a clearer, more focused mind. Establishing a consistent sleep routine, avoiding caffeine before bedtime, and creating a relaxing bedtime ritual can all help improve sleep quality. Prioritizing sleep is not just about feeling rested. It's about allowing your body to repair itself and your mind to process information, which are both essential for overall health. The mind-body connection highlights the undeniable relationship between mental and physical health. Your thoughts, emotions, and mindset can have a profound impact on how your body functions, and taking care of your body can lead to a healthier, happier mind. By embracing practices like mindfulness, meditation, exercise, healthy eating, and emotional expression, you can strengthen this connection and enhance your overall well-being. The more you nurture your mind, the better your body will feel, and vice versa. Remember, your mind and body are not separate entities. They are two sides of the same coin, working together to create a balanced, healthy, and fulfilling life. Chapter 13. Developing an empowered mindset. An empowered mindset is one that enables you to take control of your thoughts, actions, and life. It's a mental state that fosters resilience, confidence, and a sense of self-belief, allowing you to face challenges head-on and make the most of every opportunity. Developing an empowered mindset means letting go of limiting beliefs, embracing a proactive attitude, and recognizing that you have the power to shape your destiny. When you cultivate this mindset, you stop seeing yourself as a victim of circumstances and start seeing yourself as the architect of your own life. The first step in developing an empowered mindset is to take full responsibility for your life. This means acknowledging that your thoughts, choices, and actions have brought you to where you are today. While external factors can influence your life, it's ultimately your response to those factors that shapes your reality. People with an empowered mindset don't blame others or circumstances for their problems. Instead, they focus on what they can control. Taking responsibility is not about blaming yourself for everything that goes wrong, but rather understanding that you have the power to make changes. This shift in perspective can be incredibly liberating because it puts the control back in your hands. Self-awareness is crucial for an empowered mindset. You need to be aware of your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, and understand how they influence your actions. Many people go through life on autopilot, reacting to situations without realizing why they feel or act a certain way. By developing self-awareness, you can identify negative patterns, self-sabotaging behaviors, and limiting beliefs that hold you back. Journaling, meditation, and self-reflection are great ways to become more in tune with your inner world. The more you understand yourself, the easier it becomes to make decisions that align with your goals and values. One of the cornerstones of an empowered mindset is confidence. Confidence doesn't mean that you never feel fear or doubt. It means that you trust yourself to handle whatever comes your way. To build confidence, start by setting small, achievable goals and celebrating your successes. Each time you accomplish something, no matter how small, you reinforce the belief that you are capable and competent. Over time, these small wins add up, building a strong foundation of self-assurance. Additionally, practice speaking positively to yourself. Replace self-critical thoughts with affirmations like, "I am capable, I am strong, and I can handle challenges with grace." The way you speak to yourself has a profound impact on how you perceive your abilities. Adopting a growth mindset is also essential for developing an empowered mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that your abilities, intelligence, and skills can be developed through effort, learning, and perseverance. It contrasts with a fixed mindset, which sees these traits as static and unchangeable. When you adopt a growth mindset, you see challenges as opportunities to grow rather than threats to your competence. You become more willing to take risks, learn from mistakes, and persist even when things get tough. This mindset shift helps you move forward in life because you understand that failure is not a reflection of your worth, but a stepping stone to improvement. Resilience is another key quality of an empowered mindset. Life is full of unexpected challenges, setbacks, and disappointments. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from these difficulties and keep moving forward. To build resilience, focus on strengthening your mental and emotional well-being. This can involve practices like mindfulness, meditation, and regular physical exercise, which help you manage stress and maintain a positive outlook. It also helps to have a strong support system, friends, family, or mentors who can encourage you and offer perspective when you face tough times. Resilience doesn't mean you won't feel pain or sadness. It means you have the strength to get through it and come out stronger on the other side. Empowerment comes from knowing your purpose and aligning your actions with it. When you have a clear sense of purpose, you are more motivated and driven because you know what you are working towards. Take time to reflect on what truly matters to you, what excites you, and what you want to contribute to the world. Your purpose doesn't have to be grand or life-changing. It just needs to be meaningful to you. Whether it's helping others, creating art, or building a successful career, having a purpose gives your life direction and helps you stay focused on your goals. When your actions align with your purpose, you feel more fulfilled and empowered. Overcoming fear is a significant part of developing an empowered mindset. Fear is one of the biggest obstacles that hold people back from achieving their full potential. It can manifest as fear of failure, fear of rejection, or even fear of success. To overcome fear, start by acknowledging it rather than trying to suppress it. Understand that fear is a natural response to stepping out of your comfort zone, and it often signals that you are on the verge of growth. Instead of letting fear paralyze you, use it as motivation to push forward. Break down your fears into smaller, manageable steps and tackle them one at a time. Each time you face a fear, you build courage and reinforce your belief in your ability to handle challenges. Setting boundaries is also crucial for maintaining an empowered mindset. Empowerment is about taking control of your life, and that means knowing when to say no. It's easy to get overwhelmed when you try to please everyone or take on too many responsibilities. Setting boundaries protects your time, energy, and mental health, allowing you to focus on what truly matters to you. Whether it's at work, in relationships, or in social situations, don't be afraid to assert your needs and limits. Remember, setting boundaries is not about being selfish. It's about respecting yourself and ensuring that you have the space to grow and thrive. Surround yourself with positive influences to reinforce an empowered mindset. The people you spend time with can significantly affect your energy, motivation, and outlook. If you are surrounded by people who are constantly negative, critical, or discouraging, it will be harder to maintain a positive and empowered mindset. Seek out individuals who inspire, uplift, and support you. Engage with communities that share your interests, values, and goals. Whether it's through online groups, networking events, or personal friendships, building a supportive environment helps you stay focused on your path and gives you the encouragement you need to overcome obstacles. Another important aspect of an empowered mindset is taking proactive action. Empowered individuals don't wait for the perfect moment or for someone else to solve their problems. They take initiative, make decisions, and act on their goals. This doesn't mean being reckless or impulsive. It means being willing to step up and take responsibility for your life. When you take action, you build momentum, which helps you move forward even when things are difficult. Each step, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goals. The act of doing something, even if it's just researching a new idea or making a phone call, shifts your mindset from passive to active, from powerless to powerful. Embracing change is also a vital part of developing an empowered mindset. Change is inevitable, and how you respond to it can make all the difference. Instead of resisting change, see it as an opportunity for growth and learning. Life is full of transitions, whether it's starting a new job, moving to a new place, or ending a relationship. These changes can be scary, but they also bring new possibilities. When you adopt a mindset that is open to change, you are more adaptable and resilient, and you can navigate life's ups and downs with greater ease. Developing an empowered mindset is about taking control of your thoughts, actions, and life. It involves building self-awareness, confidence, and resilience, and being proactive in pursuing your goals. An empowered mindset is not about never facing challenges. It's about having the strength and determination to overcome them. It's about setting boundaries, overcoming fear, and taking responsibility for your life. When you cultivate this mindset, you stop letting external circumstances dictate your reality and start creating the life you want. Remember, empowerment begins within. By nurturing your inner strength, staying focused on your purpose, and surrounding yourself with positivity, you can develop the mindset you need to thrive and succeed. The journey to transforming your life begins and ends with your mind. Throughout this book, we have explored the profound impact of your thoughts, beliefs, and mindset on your reality. From understanding the power of your thoughts to cultivating positive habits, from visualizing your goals to embracing a growth mindset, the key takeaway is clear. You have the ability to shape your life by choosing how you think, feel, and act. The mind is a powerful tool that, when harnessed correctly, can lead to extraordinary growth, success, and fulfillment. It's not just about thinking positively, but about taking intentional, consistent actions that align with your deepest desires and values. It's about challenging and reframing limiting beliefs, cultivating gratitude, and embracing every experience, good or bad, as a chance to learn and grow. The process of change is not always easy, but it is always possible. Each chapter has provided you with practical techniques and insights to help you unlock your potential and create a mindset that empowers you to live the life you envision. One of the most important lessons from this journey is that change starts within. Whether it's manifesting abundance, developing an empowered mindset, or building resilience, the transformation begins with your thoughts and beliefs. The outer world is often a reflection of your inner world, and by changing the way you think, you can change your circumstances. This is why practices like mindfulness, meditation, and visualization are so powerful. They help you reconnect with your inner self, clear mental clutter, and focus on what truly matters. Throughout this book, we've also emphasized the importance of self-awareness and self-compassion. Knowing yourself, your strengths, weaknesses, fears, and aspirations is crucial for personal growth. It allows you to identify the areas where you need to improve and celebrate the qualities that make you unique. However, self-awareness must be paired with self-compassion. Personal transformation is a journey, and there will be setbacks along the way. You may not always meet your goals as quickly as you'd like, and there will be moments of doubt. It's in these moments that self-compassion becomes essential. Treat yourself with kindness, forgive your mistakes, and remind yourself that growth is a process. Another key theme is the power of resilience. Life will always present challenges, but how you respond to them defines your path forward. An empowered, growth-oriented mindset equips you to face difficulties with courage and adaptability. Instead of seeing obstacles as insurmountable, you learn to view them as opportunities for growth. Every setback becomes a stepping stone, every failure a lesson. By building resilience, you strengthen your ability to navigate the ups and downs of life, ensuring that no matter what happens, you remain committed to your goals and continue moving forward. Taking action is also a fundamental part of transforming your life. It's not enough to think about your dreams or visualize success. You must act. Small, consistent actions, taken over time, lead to significant results. This is why setting clear goals, developing a plan, and taking daily steps toward your objectives are so crucial. Even when progress seems slow, remember that every step brings you closer to where you want to be. Trust in the process and have faith that your efforts will pay off. Ultimately, the power of your mind lies in its ability to create the life you desire. You are not a passive recipient of life's events, but an active participant who has the power to shape your destiny. By choosing to cultivate positive mental habits, align your thoughts with your actions, and adopt a mindset of growth and abundance, you can manifest the life you have always dreamed of. The principles outlined in this book are not quick fixes or magical solutions. They are tools that require consistent practice and dedication. But with time, patience, and perseverance, they will help you unlock the incredible potential within you. As you move forward, remember that you are the architect of your life. Your thoughts, beliefs, and actions are the building blocks that will shape your reality. Embrace the power of your mind and use it to create a future filled with joy, abundance, and fulfillment. Be open to learning, be willing to grow, and never stop striving to become the best version of yourself. The journey of self-discovery and personal transformation is ongoing, but every step you take brings you closer to a life of purpose, peace, and prosperity. Thank you for joining this journey. May the lessons you've learned empower you to live boldly, dream fearlessly, and create a life that reflects your true potential.